Well, I gotta turn in Shannon Alvarado. No other way to do it. Shannon Alvarado knew about the abuse I was enduring. She saw the abuse with her own two fucking eyes. But what did she do? She got drunk and fucking talked over me every time. The police department in charge of Sherman Oaks is the Van Nuys Police Department, so that's who I have to call. See, here's the problem with being in an unsafe situation and having to turn stuff in, is that if you turn in the situation and it's going to end you up losing all of your evidence, you literally have to just stay there and take it. Shannon Alvarado, to this day, takes zero responsibility for her abuse. Zero. I'm going to tell you something here. I absolutely do. I take responsibility for my verbal abuse. I take responsibility. I took responsibility for the fire that I started. And the only way that anyone was able to bust me for that was the fact that I literally posted up that I did so on Facebook and called the fucking cops. Calling the cops didn't fucking work, which is why it's good that I posted it up on Facebook. I knew that my friends would never, ever stop bullshitting me. But my predators would turn it in right away. That's right. I literally had to break the law, post publicly about it, and hope my predators would fucking turn it in. Because out of all the hundreds of people who promised to help me, in between when Natalie Bollinger disappeared, and when I literally had to break the fucking law and light a fucking fire and threaten to kill the people who threatened to kill me and literally threatened to kill an innocent man. I literally, in all of this, the only innocent person is former President Donald Trump. Why the fuck did I have to do that? Because every goddamn call to the cops, every goddamn call to the FBI, every goddamn call to mental health, I had to make literally every single one alone. Oh, Sean, I'll help you. Really, I call you for help, and you literally spend, at this point, years making the same excuses over and over again, not letting me finish because you're too busy making excuses. This isn't civil shit when the person is fucking disabled, dumbass. It's not civil. It doesn't go to the civil courts. None of this goes to the civil courts. Because I can't defend myself. I can't take care of myself. I cannot protect myself. Let alone do all of these other things on top of it. It is immoral to expect me to do anything that I am incapable of. And your excuses and you talking over me so you don't hear what I'm saying, that doesn't stop the abuse. That doesn't make me magically not an at-risk adult. That is literally what makes me an at-risk adult. is predators like Shannon Alvarado, predators like Mandy Hughes, predators like Carl Rogers, predators like Layla Johnson, predators like Dan Fabert. These people literally made zero effort to help me turn in any of the crimes. And every single one of them worked together to gaslight me and literally use each other as excuses for being harmful to me and committing felonies against me. Their justification for committing felonies against me is that I told the truth. Oh God, poor them. These people pretended to be my friend. To pretend to be the friend of an at-risk adult with the intention of making any gains whatsoever off of it, financial or political, is a fucking felony, stupid. Pretending that you're friends with an at-risk adult for attention. Just to take advantage of that person. And then play victim when that person tells the truth about you and what you've done. Shannon Alvarado has stalked me for 6 years. She's been told repeatedly to leave me the fuck alone, and she doesn't. She just keeps getting on and fucking stalking me. And I keep speaking out. Well, now I have to do what she's been doing. That's not what I want to fucking do. Don't fucking abuse me. Don't take advantage of me. Don't lie to me. Don't promise me. Because that is all examples of taking advantage of an at-risk adult. Those are all examples of abuse, of exploitation. All of you who saw this shit all over the internet that wanted to get a hold of me and fucking harass me, that's all it was. Fuck your well wishes. I needed help before Natalie died turning in predators. And after Natalie was fucking dead, I still needed help turning in predators. But there was a lot fucking more of them. You're goddamn right I speak up. Anyway, I'm pretty worked up, but I'm going to make this call in just a few minutes. See, here's the problem, is that you can't tell an alcoholic that their alcoholism affects you or they will get abusive immediately. And that's what Shannon Alvarado does. Her boyfriend, Rick McCormick, the shit that he did, it's not okay either. Taking part in stalking and gaslighting someone after what you've done is a fucking felony. Shannon Alvarado is a drunk and a fucking bully. Just like any other fucking drug addict. Now you got to hear earlier, I hope, Charlie. He's the one that helped me to wrap the kayak that I made here. He also admits to being a drug addict. Him and his girlfriend both. Robbie Farnsworth is able to work. He's actually schizophrenic. He's able to work, though. He has a job. He threatened my life and threatened to assault me on multiple occasions before he actually did. Just that the dumbass thought I was just gonna stand there and let him hit me. No, I got fucking reflexes, dude, especially when you telegraph it. I'm trying to find the flip phone that I have because it has James Roberts' number in it. And I saw him earlier today and talked with him earlier today. I got that recorded. I think that's recorded offline, though. I got all these phones full of evidence that I fucking tried. These people made promise after promise after promise. And that the reason my predators got away is because none of these people who promised kept their word to help me to turn it in. Turn it in right away. If you have an hour to argue with me, or an hour to tell me about how you don't have time because you got to go to a funeral or a wedding this weekend. That's this weekend. You're talking with me for a whole hour right now. So lo and behold, you can spend that hour helping me to fucking turn it in. It's not just harassment on the internet. And all these people who want to say, oh, well, I can't turn in stuff on the internet. Yes, you fucking can. See, here's the thing. Nothing that I did was illegal. Nothing that I did was illegal. It was not illegal for me to tell the truth. It was not illegal for me to post up evidence. None of that was illegal. I get that the people who blew me off before Natalie was killed didn't want to get busted. I get that. They didn't want people to know that there were drug addicts and drug dealers. But you know what? You shouldn't have fucked with me. You know what? With Robert Franklin Mornick, if he hadn't been threatening to kill me, I wouldn't have even known that he was a fucking chimo. A convicted child molester. I would have never known. Because all the women that he ended up with are women who wanted to talk to me about how horrible, horrible child molesters are. How they'd never date a child molester. All of these women had told me that they think that all child molesters should be killed. And all three of them after that dated Robert Franklin Mornick. Now the thing with Robert Farnsworth here, and the shit that I'm going through, I've been going through that for months. I told you, this is what homelessness is. It's even worse when you can't defend yourself. It's even worse when you have to move to a new place, and you can't take care of yourself, and you have weird mannerisms. I'm not going to apologize for having Tourette's syndrome or for being autistic, and neither one of those are the same as schizophrenia. When you call somebody mentally ill, you are always doing the same thing. You're trying to discredit the victim. I'll be calling Van Nuys as soon as I'm calmed down. I'm going to hang up on y'all right now because I got to try to think of someone to call it in with me. Out of all the people that promised to call this stuff in with me, all the people who promised, well, who do I call? Shannon Alvarado's never, even once, kept her word. Ever. How many years has it been since, and she wants to brag about it, she exposed Kara Johnson Miles? No, she didn't. I did my best, but she never came forward with me, so I got treated like I was a liar. I got blown off and talked over and told, don't you have a friend or family member to help you with it? No, I fucking don't. Shannon Alvarado won't fucking listen. She won't make the call. Neither will any of the other people who promised that they would listen and promised that they would call. Of course, if any of you were good people, you'd volunteer to fucking help me, and you'd do so now. Now. Not 10 fucking years from now. After hundreds more crimes have been committed against me. When I say no victim left behind, obviously, none of you see me as a victim. I can't be a victim, I'm white. I can't be a victim, I have a dick. I can't be a victim, I'm ugly. I can't be a victim, I'm broke. I can't be a victim, I'm mentally ill. Right? You fucking pieces of shit.